It's 3 a.m. and it has been pouring rain for over 6 hours now. The lake is completely flooded and water is starting to make its way into the tent and get everything wet. It is not looking good. This is the glorious solo ice camping setup. I'll go more in depth on everything you see here later in the video, but for now, let's grab a rod and try to start the morning off with a fish. We've got the tent set up today in 14 feet of water right on the edge of a basin, and what I like about this spot is we should be able to catch fish both during the day and at night, which is just perfect for ice camping, and the water at this lake is just crystal clear. So hopefully we can sight fish some big walleye and pike that come through. Something just took my dead stick. Got him. That's what I'm talking about. What do we got here? Oh, a nice pike. All right. Try to poke his head up here. There we go. That is awesome. Nice little 25, 26 inch pike. Beautiful fish, that's for sure. We're gonna get the hook right out of you and send you on your merry way. One more look at him and he is going right back in the water. Look at that tail there. Wow. All right. See you later, buddy. You're gonna get water all over the place, yeah. Just finally got this place dry. That is awesome. Never even was able to sight fish him. He shot in and just grabbed the bait and left. No questions asked. Those are the kind of fish that I go for. Didn't want the jigging presentation, but he sure did want the dead stick. We're gonna get it sent right back down and catch ourselves another one. I was really hoping that was gonna be a nice walleye and not a pike, but then again, usually the walleye at this lake come through sunrise and sunset, and pike and perch come through during the day. So I'm not too surprised it wasn't a walleye. I'm just happy we're catching fish. Pike on light gear is always a blast, especially when they're pulling drag like that. Make sure this gets sent right back down to bottom. I'm sure come around sunset tonight or sunrise tomorrow, we are gonna get into a whole bunch of walleye. Nice looking fish right on it, yep. And he took it. I'm gonna let him grab it. Make sure he gets it here. I just marked him. I was about to drop down to him with the jigging bait, and he took the dead stick before I could even do that. Make sure he's got it. Got him. Feels like a good fish. What do we got here? It's definitely got some weight to it. I'm guessing a nice pike. I can't even move this fish. Oh yeah, that is a gorgeous pike. He's got this rod too that I tried to drop on him. Come on, get up here. Maybe a 32 incher. She's gonna take another run. What a gorgeous fish. Look at the head on this one. Look at that. 31.5-inch pike. Absolute beauty of a fish. Right before sunset. We've got about 5 or 10 minutes until that sun sets, and this guy came through. What an amazing fish. I mean, just a beauty. That is awesome. First fish I've marked in well over 2 hours now. The sun's about to set here in just a few minutes, and hopefully we can have a few walleye come through before we start cooking up for dinner. Shouldn't be too much longer before it sets. I think as soon as sunset hits, it is going to be like flipping a switch for these walleye. If not, of course they are the target species for this trip. It'd be a little disappointing if we didn't catch any and just caught pike, but I'm happy catching whatever fish wants to bite. For now, I'm gonna do some fishing while I enjoy this beautiful sunset. Well, it's about 2.5 hours past sunset, and I have not marked a single fish since that last pike. A little bit disappointing, but then again, sometimes I have great days, sometimes I have bad days, and this seems to be one of those bad days. I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna start cooking up some food. I kind of overpacked on the food here. You can never really have too much food with you. I've got some cooking gear here, frying pan, some other stuff. I got oil, and I think maybe we'll have some breakfast for dinner tonight and also cook up some hot dogs. I have everything to cook up fish with in case we catch some perch and we want to cook them up. But for now, I'm gonna turn on the burner and we are gonna cook up some food. I've got that window open. I think I'm gonna open this one too. Make sure both my vents are open here. Dinner is served. And I know what you're thinking, what kind of a meal is that? This guy doesn't know how to cook. To be completely honest with you, I was kind of planning on catching fish for tonight and eating that as dinner, so I really only brought breakfast food. I've got a dozen eggs, I've got bacon, and I've got breakfast sausage. Other than that, all I brought for tonight was, just in case I didn't catch anything, some hot dogs. But you know what? I'll eat some breakfast sausage, I'll eat some hot dogs, and I've got a pile of delicious snacks here. I'm gonna be eating good tonight, and for sure, I will be having a breakfast of champions tomorrow. Before we go to bed, I want to give you guys a quick rundown of my whole solo ice camping setup that we have got here. I'll make it quick and short and get right to the point. In the right corner, we have got the cot, sleeping bag, pillows, blankets, whatever else we need over here. All my charging gear is used with a Dakota lithium 60 amp power station. This thing can run all my batteries, all my camera gear, everything I need for probably at least 3 to 4 days of a camping trip. I have a few of the other smaller ones just for using with my cameras and on shorter trips. Drone, extra batteries, a lot of other camera stuff over here. Under it, pretty much just all my cooking stuff. It was a lot more organized before I actually started cooking. The left side here, we have got the pan, the burner, extra propane, live scope in one hole. I have flooring throughout the whole entire tent here. And what I do is I drill my holes at the same place every time. I put down these 3 first inside the tent, and I drill part of a hole here, part of a hole here, part of a hole here, and part of a hole there. And then I take it all out, finish drilling, finish drilling, finish drilling, and finish drilling. Then I put it all back in so it is nice and even. The holes are at the right spot, and unlike what other people do, I don't just leave out some of the squares. It works just fine if you do take out the whole square and drill your hole, but I like to have it nice and flush, and it also looks a lot better, and you stay a little bit warmer. Extra boots, whatnot over here, rattle reels that I'm going to send down and clip to right here throughout the night. I'll send those down in just a little bit. They lean over and go into that hole right there. And the last stuff we have is heater, big buddy. Outside I have the 20-pound propane tank. In there, more and more camera stuff, where the camera sits. And up top, we have got a fan and light combo with, of course, a carbon monoxide detector on each side of the tent. And that is pretty much all we have got for this setup. This is my 3rd ice camping tent that I use. I have the Eskimo flip over, I have the Otter pop-up, and this is my brand new Eskimo pop-up. I'm not sponsored by Eskimo, not affiliated with them in any way. I just like their tents, and it seems to work pretty well for me. This is the insulated one, so we stay nice and toasty. I don't usually have to keep this any higher than medium, especially with a fan running, and I usually have a fan on top of the heater as well. Works pretty well for me. So far, so good. We're gonna head on to bed though. I would like to get up in the morning super early and chase after some fish. I want to send down a rattle reel just in case something comes through in the middle of the night. I would like to catch them. Otherwise, we're gonna get up bright and early and chase after some sunrise walleye. I will see you guys in the morning. I don't know if you guys can hear that or not, but it is pouring down rain right now. I'm gonna guess by morning everything is gonna be completely soaked in water. That's alright though. I'm gonna head back to bed and I will see you guys again in the morning. It has been constant rain for 3 hours now, if not probably more, that I don't even know while I was sleeping. It's not looking good. It's 3 a.m. right now, and I am starting to have water come in through these windows, and it's soaked all of my charging gear. My batteries are soaked, everything's soaked. This is not good. It was only supposed to be a light rain this whole entire trip, and that changed on an instant. It is really, really bad right now. I walked outside and it is just flooded with water. Looks like all tomorrow, every hour is 0.1 inches of rain. Wasn't supposed to be like this. This is not looking good at all. I'm starting to get a little bit nervous. It has been just terrible. The wind's picked up. I feel this tent starting to move, even with the ice spikes. This trip is not going according to plan, and That's about all I can say. I'm gonna fish the sunrise walleye bite, and if I can get any break in the rain, I'm gonna pack up as fast as I can, and I'm out of here. This trip is, it's not going according to plan. I'm gonna try to get a little bit more sleep. I have probably got 30 minutes to an hour of sleep this whole entire night. It is just not good. Hopefully it can die down just a little bit. We have more water coming in through here, and I guess we'll see how the rest of the night goes. Everything is soaked right now. All my gear, the whole corners of this tent are filled in with water. I'm pretty sure the lake is just one big flood right now. So yeah, it is definitely not looking good. I'm gonna try to take everything off the ground that I can so it doesn't get wet. Not really what I want to be doing at 3:30 in the morning, but it definitely needs to get done. So we'll pick up some of the stuff I don't want getting soaked and hopefully get back to bed. I'm gonna go hop outside for a second. I wanna make sure everything is looking good out there. I've got a sled out there and I've got my snowmobile out there. So I just wanna make sure everything is where it is supposed to be. And also take a look at the lake, see how flooded it is, see if everything's all right. And hopefully we can make it through the rest of the night safe and sound. We're not supposed to get a break in the rain for, I think, another 8 hours. So it's not looking good. Everything's starting to get soaked. Water's still coming in. It's soaking up pretty much everything in here. And I know what a lot of you guys are thinking. It's just rain. That's not bad. You could be in a blizzard. I would much rather be in a blizzard right now. Much rather be in a blizzard. I've ice camped through so many blizzards and had no issues whatsoever. Rain is what you gotta worry about. So much can go wrong on a lake, especially with sketchy ice this time of year. Rain adding extra weight with the water on top of the ice. Warm rain is never good for the ice. I think it's 47 degrees right now. Tomorrow is supposed to be like 45. Warm weather, warm rain, definitely something you don't want to be on the ice for. Nothing I can really do about this. The weather said it was only supposed to be a very, very light rain today and no wind. So they were wrong on both of those parts. I'm gonna head back to bed and I will see you guys in the morning or in an hour if things get worse, I suppose. It definitely doesn't seem like it's stopping anytime soon. I keep checking the weather app and it says 2 hours it's gonna stop and it's gonna be past us. And it's been saying that every 2 hours for 6 or 7 hours now. We're coming up on 5 o'clock on the dot. It is pouring still. Said it was supposed to stop at 3 for a little break and then never did, so. Super windy, super rainy. I don't think it's gonna stop at all. I am really worried we're not gonna be able to pack up. And if we are, it is gonna be a pain with pouring rain and wind. I guess we'll just have to wait and see again. I'm not sleeping, so I might just start jigging around and see if I can't pull in some fish here soon. Good morning, everybody. It is 7 o'clock. The sun is about to set here in just a little bit. So we're gonna get dropped on down. Hopefully we can catch ourselves a fish this sunrise. And it's a little bit better than sunset yesterday. Let's get dropped all the way down here. That was a long night. I don't really even know if I got any sleep throughout the night. And the rain has not stopped at all. Seems like it's gonna pour the rest of the day today. So we'll kind of see how we're gonna get off the lake and figure that one out. But boy, it looks like one big puddle out there. Wow. All right. Break in the rain in 25 minutes. I think that is going to be our time to try to get off this lake. I'm just really hoping that shoreline is still intact. I don't know how it looks right now, but there was some cracks there that didn't look the best, and I'm sure this warm weather did not help them at all. We have finally got a break in the rain here. It's been raining for over 12 hours straight now. We've got 20 minutes to get everything packed up, get everything in here, put away on the sled, and get back to the truck. After 25 minutes, it is going to start pouring again until tomorrow night. So if we're going to leave anytime, it has got to be right now. Sadly, this video was not even remotely close to what I was planning. I was hoping to do a walleye ice fishing video and even maybe a walleye catch and cook. But sadly, Mother Nature had other ideas. Marked some fish this morning, lost a big one, but other than that, it has been very, very slow. We caught some fish though, we cooked up some food, and overall, we had fun, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video as always. Thank you guys so much. I love you. Until I see you guys in the next one. Peace out.